Good time zone, everybody, and welcome to Monday. Greetings to Frauke and Landstrad, and Tor, and Raven, and Shadow, and some of a TGM who got caught by the bot for, link posting is still banned. Which I mean, congratulations for proving that the bot is actually here this week. I know that the bot decided not to join us the other day and kept hiding in the corner, being the bot. I hope everybody is doing well this Monday. We have, we have had a bank holiday in the UK and I believe Memorial Day in the US. I think it's a bank holiday of some form, and possibly other parts of the world. So I hope those who have had them have enjoyed a quiet time. Those who haven't have found it quieter because other areas haven't been there to make their lives busy. We find me opening by looking around the world with the cam account. So this is the western area, and it's still very heavily incomplete. And for those who paid attention to my Discord, there's been a slight change to the area under the northern slopes, which is apparently taking a moment to appear. There it is. That was probably the fastest bit of digging. I made a start on the Cavern of Ridiculous. And by a start, I mean I dug out several thousand tons of stone. I'm not kidding. So yes, I have made a start on the hidden chessboard. And apparently I've forgotten to eat for a while. And when I say I dug out several thousand, exactly, I now have plenty of stone to use in the Caldera. No kidding on that one, Shadow. Quite literally, if I can get across the river, this whole flooded river type area is just a little bit slow to get through sometimes. The chests of dirt, it continues to increase like a bar chart. I think I added from here all the way up to there, and the chests of stone, all of those, quite literally all of these chests were added over the weekend, and these are almost all full of stone. And yes, it is definitely a chest monster. Because, yeah. And typically, the sun is setting already. Is it a chest monster if it is allocated storage, however? Because this is the output of the Caldera, quite literally. And as such, it is intentional. You'll also notice I have some polished basalt left over, so I'm just going to put that in there. This is allocated storage cavern. Does having this entire cavern count as allocated storage? Tour? Hey, Kel. Right. No. Why can't I allocate a cavern as storage? It's a very pretty flat cavern after large amounts of flattening. I have nicknamed this room Caldera, the Flattening. Gross tentacles, this is a chest monster. No, this one doesn't have any, what's the one I'm looking for? This one doesn't have any amethyst in it, so it doesn't grow tentacles. And as I fly through the air with the greatest of ease, and try not to land in such a way as to cause a splat. So yes, one of the things that we had been pondering, and I'm going to bring up the camera count to actually even full this time again. This area with all of the sort of rows of stone converging, we were thinking of putting in a river, and where I'm standing, a little dot off in the corner there, is an area we were thinking of putting a spring in. But I think for it to be a spring, to properly sprung, I probably need to actually change this landscape a little bit. It's an Nanian. Hello, Nanian. So, did you just see a chessboard? Yes. This was what I dug out on Saturday and Sunday, and then placed in. The concept for the chessboard has started. Why not? I mean, why not? I can have a subterranean chessboard if I want to. I can build a chessboard if I want to. I can dig out. I mean, what are the green blocks? The green blocks are all of the results of David. All of that is fully oxidized copper. And all of it is stairs. Yep, all of it is copper. I thought it made a nice contrast. Yep. Now you know why I spent a large portion of last week oxidizing copper. The worst thing is, I've decided at some point I'm going to have to dig up a large portion of this. At the moment, it's lit up by these dodgy torches everywhere. And this is where the stairs come into play. I want to place light sources under the stairs so that I can have this area fully lit up and not worry about it. I just need to decide on a nice solid block that's easy to get hold of. I'm trying to decide between shroom lights or investing large amounts of first time you logged into Twitch in 3 weeks. Welcome back then, sir. I'm thinking either shroom lights or investing a large amount of emeralds in glowstone. For those who've not been here for 3 weeks, city, much city, so much city, large amounts of city, more docks. All of the dockland area has been built. Welcome to the very fast tour. And then, because I'm completely insane, I went back underground and started on the pump station. So we now have a pump station down here, collecting lava, 2 pumping water, a couple of water treatment works, and the beginnings of building. Oh, and there might have been some lava getting added. There you are. That's the that's the world tour for the last couple of weeks. There have been less streams than usual due to I got distracted very heavily on Firmament, which will be returning on Friday. Firmament Permanent Pretties Friday will return. Right. Now, if I was a... Let's see. If I was a spring, where would I be? If I was a spring, I think I would be all washed up. That's probably a bit more... That's a bit larger than I think I need. Let's be a bit less overzealous. Actually, no, let's not. I like overzealous. Overzealous is what I do. But we don't have to make all of this above the enclosed area for the stream. And then what we do is cause large amounts of lighting updates by digging out here. And I just realised why those dropped. It's because I didn't have any inventory space left. Ah. Well, if you've seen the broken pipe, you've seen large portions of the week. Things have been moving a bit slower, partially because of Firmament, and partially because the stuff down in the cavern, being a very different style for me, has been taking quite a lot longer for me to work through and process mentally. Oh, I don't have any... Really? I don't have a cutting wheel. Oof. An underpowered pie. Right, those can be a pain. I have a stone cutter down here somewhere. Hey, what do you know? I knew I left one somewhere. And back up the hillside we go. Underwhelming pie. Ooh. That's a bit of a straight line there. I'm not keen on that. Let's take out that corner. That one. Actually, no. Let's bring that one forwards a bit. This is one of those, as I go past, I see things I don't like. That's better. That looks a bit less. Phew. An A+ is definitely a... how did you manage to underpower one of those? Their power requirements is like... am I plugged in? As pies go, their requirement for power is somewhere between none and... Oh, thank you. Right, that's not going to help. Let's throw it way up. Don't like that. Too even. Connected to a power extension cord with so it's probably not got a high enough current coming out. I know I should be texturing this with something other than stone, but initially let's just get some stone in and work out what sort of shape we want. Works a bit better. Take out those two. Say goodbye to that block. I'd like that to be a stair, I think. Let's do it that way. That way the... yeah, no. Uh, 12 to 15 watts, considering there's a Google Home, it's already rebooted. Yeah. Given that Raspberry Pi needs on average about 2 amps, well, can be up to 2 amps, sorry. 12 to 15 watts is 5 volts, 3 amps most. So, yeah, you're getting very close to your limits there. And this is where I remember my my energy lessons, as it were. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. It's dark. I just slept. Yes, and it's dark again. I can also see, according to the camera count, things on fire and things that go boom. My aim is terrible at this distance. There we are. Creeper go splat. That's a good sort of 30 blocks. I'll take that. 2 pieces of gunpowder will help with my I never have enough fireworks. Yeah, that only took like 7 shots. Let's lower this by a couple of blocks. Send large amounts of dirt down into the chessboard. Actually, where am I aiming for? I am aiming for... Actually, I'm aiming for about there anyway. Right. I should probably go and gather those back up, because, I mean, while I have like 1,100 chests of dirt, it's the sort of material that I tend to go through a lot, no matter what. Meanwhile, while I was building this, I had a visitor. He had a llama dangling from the ceiling, doing a bungee jumping impression. So I decided to go upstairs, visit him, and retrieve his llamas for him. Actually, that's the other thing that I should probably do, which is leave my spare boats down here. 3 llamas, yes. So the intention is I'm going to have, since they're nice colours, I'm thinking of having dark oak boats for the llamas, and birch boats for the sheep. At which point you've got your dark colour and your light colour for identifying which team they're on, ignoring the fact that they're llamas and sheep. Also, we still have occasional sheep lurking down in the caverns. Cave sheep, cave sheep. The cave sheep will be press-ganged into becoming part of the chessboard. And I immediately missed. That's what I wanted to place. Really? So my intention is to give myself a yes, the sheep will definitely be voluntold to become chess pieces. They will be pawns in my construction. Really could do with the ability to place blocks next to others. That'll do. I can't remember which mod it is, but there's a mod which allows you to basically face a block, and as a result of facing it, be able to place blocks next to it. And there are days I kind of miss that mechanic in vanilla, because it would be really nice. Quark. Okay. Let's do that. I will come through and add in some other shapes of blocks. But for the moment, this is just me sorting out the riverbed. Because why not? That feels too tight. So let's do that. Quark is simultaneously both very nice and very annoying. Yeah. That is the problem with highly useful things. They can be both at the same time. I'm actually going to leave that with an undercut, because I'll probably come back through here and add in something like an upside down stair at that point or something. Let's put that in. I didn't want to put that there though. That one was. That was a free mistake. Available now, free mistakes. I need to get behind this. And just for safety, let's do a second row behind here. Right, that gives us the basics of a riverbed. I wish I had... Do I have any cobblestone somewhere? Where would I have cobblestone? I think I have some. And probably have some down in the cavern, but I hope I have some in here. Oh, I know where I might have some. Caldera Site B. Nope. No, that's not cobble. Oops. This way. I can't remember where the entrance to Site B is. Here we are, Site B. Yes, this one has cobble. And a little bit of stone. I may have to spend some time mining in here. Hello, B! Yes. This is why it's called Site B. It has a B in it. I'm not sure if there's more. There were. Whether there still are, who knows. Things that make you think, Scuds is crazy. I bet I don't have any of my... Actually, that's semi-useful, but it's not the one I want. Dagnabbit. I do have to go down to the cavern. Who put this tree here? No, I'm actually missing a shulker box rather than a whole heap of resources. Don't mind me, I'm just bouncing off all the walls. There it is. That's the useful shulker box. That's the one I wanted. Is there anything else I want while I'm down here? No. There will probably be... Am I upside down and bouncing off the ceiling? Not yet, although I certainly feel like I have tried it a few times. Do I want those two shulkers? If I don't pick them up and at least put them into my my travelling chest, I will probably complain about it. Yeah, this is how much copper I have left. There were 3 stacks of oxidized copper down here. Actually, I think it was 4 stacks. I think that was after my time, Nanian. Well, I mean, if we're going to go with the standard law, yes. Yes, it was. At some point, I should probably raid Llamageddon and start getting them into the cavern. Precambrian happened after all. That might have been my teenage years for okay. The reason I wanted that chest was because it has cobble in it. And therefore I can do this and this. Which kind of feels like it's the sort of stuff that would be here. So these gaps, or these points, would be where stuff happens. I was about to say, I'm probably going to regret this, but nope, I didn't. that feels better. Did I bring up the gravel? Nope. Well, yes, but no. So I did bring up the gravel. That's good, because I wanted to add some of that in as well. Well, I can't place some there. Yeah, I'd like to put some there. If I dig this out, am I going to regret it? Nope. What about you? Yeah. And you? No, you're fine. And let's take out some of this and put gravel here. A bit there. I'd like to get some more half slabs involved in this as well. So let's get some of those, just to sort of take the edge off of this a bit. Put you in there. ARC cores for the IGP. Okay. If I understood what that meant, I would probably be interested. Particularly since the PC this is running on is one of the Intel NUCs, and I have a habit of going for those. I think we're probably due a refresh of the Enthusiast one soon. Okay. Helps if you're in a way you can get out. Get out. Okay. Bye bye. Let's see. Llamageddon. Still planning to name a couple of them King and Queen. Yes. Yes, there will be a King Llama and a Queen Llama. There will also be 2 Knight Llamas, a Bishop Llama, a Pawn Llama, and a Castle Llama, or a Rook. I haven't decided if it's going to be Rook or Castle. They will all be named. I have plans. Plans, I tell ya. And for those who are not scared, why are you not scared yet? Oh, sorry. Boop, 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 boop. This is starting to feel better now. Let's grab... I mean, the alternative is to add them to my harem after yesterday. That's going to be difficult. Let's put this in first, and then add the gravel that I wanted to add, so that it doesn't fall. You. Yes. You. That's me in the river. That's me in the river. That's me in the air. I quite like that. I think once that's got water in it and plant life around it, that'll actually feel significantly better. What I don't like is different karmas for the llama, different sheep. Yes, that is the plan. I think I was going to go for green for the night. I've got this written down somewhere. I have an entire pad of things that are planned. Nope, this one. I do like those hanging roots. They can add quite a lot to things. I eventually got round to changing my to-do list over to being a... So I run a Raspberry Pi with Nextcloud for myself to keep notes and files on, and one of the apps that you can add to that is a deck app. So I've been adding the occasional note to myself of things I want to add to the world. That definitely came from this one. Let's grab some azalea. Stick a few bits of that in to make this feel a little bit more overgrown. Tempted to put one there. Actually, that might be better as glowberry. Do I have glowberry? I'm fairly sure I have glowberry. There. Come on. There. Now I don't have to snip it because it's full length. Noms? No, I'm currently on full health at the moment. Never managed to figure out how the deck works. Oh, I quite like it. It's like, what deck? And I'm like, oh yeah, that thing I was talking about like 2 minutes ago. It's just basically it's just a card system. No, I think Nanian's referring to the deck in Nextcloud. the thing I've already mentioned like 12 seconds ago and then forgot I'd mentioned. Oh, I apparently have issues with short-term memory. I have issues with short-term memory. I don't have a short-term memory. Too many decks. Yes. I mean, I have a Stream Deck, a Steam Deck, several decks of cards, and the deck. Do I have... yes. I'm not going to run this all the way to the end, but let's get myself some water and start filling in. I don't even have an outback. This house is not one of those that has the conveniences of inside or outside. Oh dear, hurting backs are never a good thing. Where the heck am I? Oh, okay. Let us... start with this. I do like that you can waterlog roots. They start to look so much nicer if you do. Really? Thank you, Minecraft. Getting close to the point where I'm going to have to stop with filling in the water, because otherwise it'll escape off the edge into the areas that I haven't yet actually built yet. But this means I can now go in here and add water there. And here. And ooh. There. Something tells me I'm going to lose some of the glowberries. Maybe not. Minecraft water physics. Don't we love thee? I feel like I need a half block here and here to explain why that turns that corner. Yeah, I'm going to put that away for a moment. And let's get myself a couple of half slabs. Put one there and one there. And that helps explain why the water does go across there. There's a balcony counting as an outback. If it's behind the house, maybe. In the case of the balcony I have, since it faces the main road, no. That's better. That's where it needed to be. Quite like that. Let's have a look at that from... Okay, I don't suppose I happen to have any bone meal in one of these. No. However, I've got 64 bone blocks to save myself having to actually go and get bone meal. Let's... Oh, actually, no, let's not. I would like to first... Actually, let's just hold on to all of those for a minute. You go there. And then expand that out so that it's... I think the moss helps make this area look a little bit sort of more lush and like it's been sort of well watered, which of course, seeing as how it is right next to a stream, it kind of has been. There. Yep. That I like. No flowers. I'm just going to let that one stay. Feel like I need a bit more moss right about here, like so, and kind of needs that bit, and then we get rid of those because there's way too many of those around. What do you mean I've got no inventory space? Never liked those anyway. Let's take that one out. There were a few too many of those. Okay, I like that. That feels... That's got a good feel for a sort of... I mean, once we run the water all the way to the end, that feels like a good sort of stream area. allow for the fact that you wouldn't normally be able to see the giant chessboard underneath all of this. That really is confusing to see. Hey, Cyber. It's one of those. Why is there a giant sucking great big chessboard in view? Because why not? Let's pick up both of those. Pick up that. I'm going to put that in there for the moment. And let's pick that up as well. Runs on boats, so I'm sure it can handle the water. Yeah, it could. The fact that the only thing lighting it up at the moment is candles, however, would cause a problem. Right, so our next action is to start building out this area so that we have floating candles. I mean, it has floating candles. You just have to make sure to not get them damp. Right, now comes the question of how do we turn this into a nice little sort of ravine type area that the river has flowed along. Or rather, will flow along. Very difficult to see what you're doing when all you've got behind this is either a chessboard or stone. When you're building with stone, it's like, yeah, well done, Scots. Your forward planning here is a little bit too forwards. Thorncraft had many things to the point at which I can't remember what Thorncraft had. Being brutally honest, I half expected it to be as well. I'm very much surprised at myself for deciding that, yes, the cliffhanger can wait. That's all I'm saying about what self-control or showing off the chessboard. That honestly, if I hadn't actually posted the chessboard into my own Discord, I might have actually decided to work on the western side of the Caldera and subtly carried on until it was encased in a cavern and disappeared. For a while, I considered keeping this as a complete myth. So nobody would know it was there until maybe a world download allowed you to actually go, wait a minute, he actually built that. But I thought it would be fun to show off anyway. Meander is a great word. Where are we in relation to everything? Not too bad. I can cope with this. Now, am I attempting to... Yes, I am. Okay. This is where we start to... bring this off in this direction and start to bring it around. So, while this left-hand side, southern side, is quite steep, I'm aiming to keep this northern side quite shallow in its slope, so that it actually eventually links up with the hillside off to the north, rather than having all of the tight slope of the Caldera to deal with. We'll finish it there. Seeing as how we've managed to hit the landscaping. The other thing I wanted to do is this area here. I'd like to actually have it so that this cavern entrance... Welcome back, Kel. Carries on up. And so we have effectively got, for want of a better description, a sinkhole in the middle of the Caldera. So let's start working this out. I misread that as stop fake falling and thought... But I'm not falling. I haven't done a fall today. I've been very good somehow. And there I am. And immediately I promptly fall off of what I'm building. Oh! What height am I aiming for? 76. And what height is that? 71. It's really only 22. Shopperized? Is a shopperized the equivalent of a shock and a surprise simultaneously? Where are we? 74. You know, I feel like I should take these torches out of my offhand, because all I'm doing is annoying myself with them. There we are. Is this another cavern? Of course this is another cavern. let's make sure that this isn't a cavern that's going to have something decide to walk out and make my day difficult. Because of course I would never have caverns that suddenly spawn creepers on top of me. Although in this case it would be below me, but that's below me, not below me. Although hard to tell sometimes with Minecraft. So I mined this area out a little bit yesterday because I was trying to figure out how the heck to shape this so that it stayed semi-natural and then carried on up into the Caldera. I still haven't the faintest clue how I'm going to do it. So nothing new there. Welcome to Making It Up As You Go Along. Also known as Scotsman's attempting to build something. He hasn't the faintest clue about why. He's just building it. Tired, hungry, and headachy is not a fun combination. No! It never is. There are several solutions to that, though. And usually a good start is, have you eaten? That's not the standard sort of picking on you moment. Because the headachy could be lack of food. Also, the other option. Dehydration. It has, however, been pretty warm the last few days, so it's entirely plausible to be dehydrated even if you drink a lot. How's this looking? This almost feels like it's if it weren't for the fact that I have a feeling this cave doesn't go anywhere useful. Oh no, it goes to a mine shaft. Hello, mine shaft. Why is there a mine shaft down here? Lovely. And even with the camera count in Pretty's mode, you can't see any of that. I think a tad would be understating it. It was ridiculously gloomy down there. But then again, it was a mine shaft. I strongly suspect that if they were actually mining for anything, they mined too deep. They mined too deep and found a chessboard. That confused the living daylights out of them. Ye shall not pass, for you are in check. Wait, what? I need to sleep. I believe the response to that for OK is, Daystar bad. Or, brightly. At which point you realise that Scotsman is part Mogwai as well as part Squirrel. Did they? I'm trying to remember. Did Lego Dimensions include a... Yes, it did, I think. I'm trying to remember. Somebody might be able to check this faster than I can, because at the moment I'm not planning on typing on a mobile phone to do this search. Did Lego Dimensions include a Gremlins patch? Or pack? It's like... To Google. I'd love to go to Google, but I'm currently in the middle of doing things. Thank you very much. Some more stone in a minute. I wonder where I have a ton of that. Be more stone or less dirt. Isn't that the same thing? That's better. That's looking semi-natural for definitions of natural. That also brings that up to roughly the right height. I guess I should work out the next... let's see. I guess I should go and get some more stone first. Let's take the difficult meandering path through the Caldera to my stone supplies. Right, this one? That's good. Hooray, we've nearly emptied a full chest of stone. Signs of a good evening. I love the single lone berry bush up on the top of this hill. Let's help it be a little bit less lonely. Like, why is there a single lone berry bush on its own at the top of the hill? Why not? Right. So, let's see. Probably need to start bringing this forwards a bit. Lone Bush Hill sounds like an actual place. I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like the sort of name of something. I mean, so many films used to have Drybrush Gulch in westerns, so something like a Lone Bush Hill would probably be the I'm tempted to say the Scottish Highlands equivalent. Can't see what I'm doing because I don't have the camera count in the right place. Yeah. People are not renowned for naming things in interesting and intelligent manners. Sea names have nothing on the real world. All the river and desert places. Yep. And then you get things like, depending on who you ask, hill. I mean, think of some of the most well-known names in the UK. Things like Cambridge, which is where there was the bridge over the River Cam, and Oxford, where Ox could ford the Thames, and things like that. Although I can't explain Glasgow. But then again, not many people can. Seven Avon Rivers. Seven Avon Rivers, yeah. And not one of them's next to each other. To make sure that I leave myself enough area for this to come up to this. Glasgow means Green Hollow. Obviously not named by somebody who'd been to Glasgow. Not really. Ow! Root word for the colour is grey-green. Yeah. Sahara and Gobi just mean desert. I am not at all surprised by that one. One of those. Welcome to humanity. We're not exactly good at naming things. That's cruel. I mean, and by cruel I mean anybody being forced to research Slough would be determined. It would be a cruel and unusual punishment. It's all right, let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's starting to show signs of being... HIT is TT. Goodness. That feels an awful lot like English colonialism mishearing of things and getting very, very wrong. Which wouldn't be surprising, honestly. Yeah, nope. I'm not justifying it. I am just saying it's that's the sort of thing that sounds about right. Actually, I need to do that. That's better. The English language. Yep, has a habit of meeting other languages on street corners and stealing as many etymologies as it can manage while they're not looking. Five. Try 50. Well, what of the point? Being the English language, every other language on the planet, plus a few that probably don't exist anymore. I mean, you hear of Indiana Jones going, that should be in a museum. It's like, so should the English language. Preferably one where it's kept behind bars under glass for the safety of the rest of the world. That sounds believable. How's this looking? Ooh, I like that. That's actually feeling quite like an interesting shape now. I mean, there's lots of gaps and breakage areas and so forth, but there's definitely room for this to actually become more interesting. Not by doing that, though. Thank you. We will, of course, have to come through here at some point and dirty it up a bit, but that'll be a separate pass. I need to work out what I'm going to do. Watching Time Team has really ruined Indie for you. Yeah. But then Indie ruined a lot of things for many people. I should be a little lower here. Let's fill that in. Fill that in. I appear to have trapped myself in a corner. There will have to be much rearrangement of the stone in all of this, or rather the dirt that's... Why is there a hole under that? Where is it? There it is. So if I... Yep. That. Although, to be honest, I should probably be curving this back in to go over the top of this so that we carry on the slope in this direction. So maybe that's not necessarily the right place to be doing this. So it should probably be like that. Ooh, too many. Let's keep it shallow and then bring it more across this way here. Yeah, that feels like it's the right sort of additional slope upwards, which is going to be a mare, an absolute mare to build. Inverted slopes in Minecraft are not an easy thing to build. He says, realizing that an inverted slope is just a slope that you build backwards. Hey ho, Derpmus, away! Derpmus? I haven't a clue what I'm trying to do, but that's not unusual. How's that look? That might actually be alright. I like the way that I'm so uncertain. It's like, maybe, possibly, okay, sort of, if, sort of, if meh. Yeah, there were some words in there. Some of them were even in English. The rest, we're not sure. Why do I have a single block of stone there? For some reason I thought I saw a wandering kindling, which would have been useful because I keep wanting to have a chat with the wandering kindling about recruiting some more chess pieces. If ever there was a statement that just sounded so wrong, talking to a wandering kindling about recruiting chess pieces is just one of those sort of... Only in this stream could those words actually make sense. And even then, I'm not sure they did. It's like... But... What? Huh? Actually, let's go and get some more stone. Preferably without scraping my face off the underside of the caldera. Living chess was popular for school reasons. Yeah. I have heard of that in the past. This is partially why the chessboard idea was one of those. Well, that kind of makes sense. Actually, I keep seeing this. It's got to be fixed. It's annoying me. It's just that one tiny little hole. I know there's another one somewhere over on this side of the mountain. But I don't know where it is, so I can't go and fix it. No. Oh well. Just sacrifice that one. Actually, I'd like to take that down by 2 and put another one here. Put those 2 back. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. You moved. It's the only reason you're alive. You moved. Why did I do that? Where? Yeah, let's do that. That's better. That feels... I'm curious, how does that look from down here? The joys of the camera count. It means that I don't have to constantly take 3 steps back, or 300, and find somewhere to actually review what I'm looking at. Ooh, I like it. I like it. You. A bit of that. And some of this. Fill in that hole. Yeah, that's getting the feel I like. I want a bit more of this here. Let's get rid of that grass because it's making it difficult for me to place stone. No, that looks wrong. I should really have left a bit more of a gap here if I wanted to do something like that. Yeah. No. There. And there's a block over here that's got a hole in front of it. There we are. That's better. That actually brings that up quite nicely to a decent. That blends nicely into the landscape, at least on the eastern. What side am I on? That's the northern and eastern sides. But it's blended in quite well now. What side am I on? My own. So have I got any more stone in my inventory? Do I have any more stone in my inventory? That's a slightly facetious question to be asking today, given the amount of stone that is in my inventory. Let's fill in this area, because otherwise it's just going to be a nightmare to light up. I will have to come through with the Caldera leveling operations and fill in large portions of this and then light it up. Actually, I should probably do some of that, because I'm thinking I might be able to get dirt over the top of this today. And if I do, this will turn into a nasty little mob spawner, which will make working on the chessboard an absolute nightmare for me, says the man who spent large portions of the weekend mining out enough stone to basically break his pick 3 times nearly. Better fits. Just leaves this area to finish the line off. Really, I can't reach that. No. Fine. Hey, squishy. Welcome to Scotsman Builds a Sinkhole. That's certainly what it looks like. It really does feel like a sinkhole, doesn't it? I mean, the huge cave was there already. I've just augmented it. Oh my. Alright, where's a axe? I need rid of this tree. It's in the way. Which song is this? Oh. Now I have no clue which song you were referring to. What was it called? Where's my bed? There it is. Really? The sun's going down? Surely it must be time to sleep. I'm also starting to think I'm going to have to bring this side of the Sarlacc pit significantly higher. Great. Now that I've mentioned it that way, my brain is like, you know, turning it into a Sarlacc pit would make quite an interesting... No. It's bad enough I'm already building a chessboard. And I blame chat for that already. Previous one. Doing many, this appliance doesn't have enough battery power sounds. Oops. By the way, chat, this is your fault. This is entirely chat's fault. Sarlacc pet is... No! We've got enough problems with building a thrilling chessboard. Yep. No. There's no what, it's just... Yes. There is a chessboard. I can't remember how we ended up having the conversation, but we had a conversation either last week or the week before or the week before that about having a chessboard in one of the caverns under the Caldera. And so it started to happen. You were not around for the chessboard. So what you're saying is... what you're saying, Nanian, is for once it's not your fault. I need to work out where I am in relation to everything. This is where it gets interesting, trying to join up all of these different elements of... Still salty for saying no to the Sarlacc pit. There may end up being a Sarlacc pit elsewhere in the universe. Never assume that I'm going to turn down a bad idea simply because I've said no now. If ever there was a statement that is basically, this is the way my brain operates in this world. A bad idea has never been turned down. Okay, maybe one bad idea has been permanently turned down. That said, I am pondering a TNT duper. There may have to be a TNT duper in the future. Now, where am I and what am I aiming for? Am I 1 block or 2 blocks down from that? Kind of feel like I need to... Yes is 42, I'm fairly sure. That's one of the few that I can remember. There was also a no somewhere. Yes, there is a no somewhere, and it's basically Minecraft saying no, and I can't remember what number it is. I could look it up. I happen to have a spreadsheet somewhere. Granted, I still feel a little bit sort of, why do I even have a spreadsheet of quotes? Why would I not? Well, yes. Again, it's something I blame you lot for. Yeah, you may be right on that, Tor, but it's a very, very faint line between the two. Wow. Picking up and running with horrible or impractical ideas. I mean, yeah. Oh, darn it. Thank you, Tor. And welcome back to the SLA, Kel. I guess we're going in that direction here. One of these days I need to actually re-look up what the translation for that actually is. Because that statement does actually have a translation. You just have to watch several of the Emperor's New Groove film segments. Actually, I think it was the TV series. I mean, yeah, chat is definitely an enabler here. I'm very certain that if it hadn't been for chat, I probably wouldn't still be building this world. I might have actually given up by now. I know I wanted to do a... I know I really, really wanted to build a long-term world for many, many moons, but I'm fairly sure. Raging Fire. Which one? They all end up merging into each other after a while, to the point at which I've lost track. Where am I in relation to that? I need to... This line is in the wrong place. This line is entirely in the wrong place. It should have been... Oh, that one's still ongoing. Meanwhile, I have about 3 more. We had a good one last week that basically resulted in me face-palming so hard that the only reason several people were alive was because I'd nearly given myself concussion from the face-palming. Stone. Okay, we've still got some. Hi, Redstone ore. You're baking cookies. Oh, cookies sounds like a lovely idea. I was very naughty today and decided to have lunch from Subway, which meant that I also treated myself to cookies from Subway. Which, to be honest, is probably the biggest reason for going to Subway occasionally, because cookies. I mean, several places do fresh cookies, but eh. You can tell we're all cookie addicts around here. Fairly sure that we are all elements of the Cookie Monster. I'm just going to keep filling in this with stone because I kind of feel like I've left myself with an area that kind of needs it. Oh good, I've still got 2 stacks of stone. About 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes is not enough time to get to somebody who's baking cookies. I think I need to start backing away from the edge here. Congratulations, now we're yep. I'm getting hungry. Again. Cookies with browned butter. Sounds familiar. Can't guarantee that I have, but it does sound familiar. Where am I in relation to everything that I'm building around? It's one of those What am I doing and where am I? Congratulations, chat is now hungry. I know I've encountered streams where chat has been accused of being thirsty. Today, chat is being accused of... Minecraft, please, don't... Oh, it's 20 past, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that explains why the fireworks refused to go off. We're in the middle of a backup. Minecraft isn't just attempting to murder me. No, you're right there, Cybra. It is absolutely not a surprise, so much so that we even have a quote for it. And I've ended up under the... Excuse me, zombie. Who invited you to this party? Well, he didn't make it out of the pit alive. Thus proving it really is the Sarlacc pit. No! This is not a Sarlacc pit. And before anyone utters the word yet, this is not a Sarlacc pit. Who added the word yet there? Why am I not surprised? It's Kel. Take the cookies out in 10. There you are, there's your reminder. I'll say it before the rest of chat does. I think you were the one with the high level of chaos at the end of the stream there, Kel. So, yeah. How does your oven not have numbers on it? What? That said, you did regularly end up with no chaos at all there yesterday, Kel. True. For those wondering what the heck's going on, Kel and I ended up in a chaos war yesterday. In another stream. I appear to have dug myself into a hole here. Whoopsie. Single egg between 3 people doesn't work. I mean, I got through 2 eggs yesterday just making French toast for myself. I then stuck a large amount of cheese on it as well. It was delicious. Didn't quite leave the cheese enough time in the frying pan to melt properly, but it was still delicious. Where am I in relation to what I'm trying to get to? This area is incomplete. Have I missed an entire row? How did I miss an entire row? Oh god, yeah. Absolutely 50-50 even was just... I approved of the total randomness of that. Huzzah! I even managed to actually hit that correctly there. Is it getting dark again? Sometimes the universe does like a good joke. Down to my last stack of stone in hand. It's good. We're at the right sort of level here. I think this is going to look so much better when it's actually got dirt over the top of it. But I really need to finish off. Let's make it. Let's just use a rocket to get back over here. This pair of layers. Really? Apparently RNG has decided to play this song way too early. We've still got a half hour. This is not my goodbye yet. Oh no. Huh, okay. Meh. Not just how I like this. Let's keep going at this angle. It feels about right. And now I have run out of stone. This is why the Caldera mining excavations have been incredibly useful, because holy heck am I getting through a lot of stone. More cookies. More cookies would be good. I don't think that makes me think, I don't think I've ever actually made cookies in Minecraft. I always, if I'm going to actually have cookies, I've almost always bought them from a villager. I don't even think I know what the recipe for cookies in Minecraft is. proverbial bullet, and that makes sense. Welcome to chat. If you're not hungry at the start of it, you certainly will be by the end of it. Where am I in relation to what I'm aiming for? I feel like I'm about to slam into a... Whoops. Yeah, I am. I'm about to slam into the edge of the cliff. Thank you for your involvement in this conversation, Motorbike. 2 wheat and a cocoa in a line. Ah, there's the hole in the wall. That's been annoying me. Gone. Excellent. I knew there was a... Wheat, cocoa bean, wheat. Ah, okay. I mean, this hole I know about, because it's pretty large and it's hard to miss. The tiny little single block hole over here, I kept losing it and I couldn't remember where it was to actually fill it in. I think that might actually be all of the lines of landscape in place now. Good God, this place looks complex. It's going to look better when it's got like 17 trillion tons of dirt on top of it. Which feels like it might be... Where is my nearest entrance to the Caldera? I mean, the obvious nearest entrance to the Caldera is just here. I love the way that I tried to fly with a clock there. Oops. Need to fix that. Right. Let's get rid of the stone. And now we move on to all of the dirt. Oh, I can also get rid of some acacia logs. Which chest is it that has acacia in it? Apparently it's that one. It would be the last one I look in. I mean, to be honest, if it's not the last one you look in, why are you still looking after you found it? More cookies. I'm getting hungry. Right, let's fill in that hole first. And let's fill in this hole second. Anyone who's not hungry, congratulations. How? I know I'm already ignoring my ground plan, and that's because that area just didn't work. I ate just before stream. I normally have dinner just before stream. Didn't help. Yeah, I mean that is the conspicuous problem. Mac and cheese. I have one of those in the freezer. that'll be for later in the week. Bowl of apple slices and grapes. Now that sounds incredibly healthy, which is something I should try and do. Right, that's all of the obvious holes in the area that I was in. Part of me really just thinks that what I should do is 2 batches of frozen cookie dough from the last time you... Squishy. Squishy. Send me some. Cookies, please. Forgot to add salt. Oh no! Right. I think the thing that I want to work on the most is the stream area. Which... Hi, and welcome to the stream where we're building a stream. Welcome to Streamception. Salted cookies. That probably is a very sensible solution. Here on the Streamception, where we build a stream in the middle of stream. I know I've just said that, but my brain is like, yeah, really? Why are you doing this, dude? At which point the rest of me is like, why not? Fortunately, this area is over the top of the well-lit up chessboard, which is going to be encased anyway. I'm going to put a roof over the chessboard. It's not just going to be in a large open cavern. It's going to be a decorated open cavern. Or should that be a large decorated open cavern? Where's my bed? There it is. This across here. If I've got the stream running down there, how the heck am I going to get the stream? I feel like I need to augment this a bit. Let's double dirt it a bit. Oh, no, that's too many. I love the way that I'm already adjusting my design. It's like, yeah, well... No design ever is ever complete, and no design is ever perfect. So, one thing I was having a think about, going completely off course here. 1.20 releases next week. And unfortunately, next week I might not be able to stream, which is a bit of a mare. Yep, no design survives first contact with the first rule of pretties either. So for certain, I will certainly be hunting cherries at some point. Yes, squishy. That's the one. Very badly timed on my behalf. I am definitely hoping for short and easy. I was about to say something. There are many statements that just crossed my mind, and all of them would get me in trouble. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh dear. Yeah. It was a very oh my statement. I realised that after I said it. No, it's too many in the wrong place. Okay. Apparently we're double dirting there. Turning into whip. God, I hope not. I certainly don't have enough time in my life to build the things he does. Much as that would be nice. Now, the advantage of this area is it's over the top of the heavily excavated and thus perfectly lit up section of the Caldera cavern. So, putting in all this dirt is not going to turn it into a problem area. Or a mob spawner, depending on what you want to call it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Oh no, I see. For some reason I've done that. Let's fill in that hole. Right, how are we doing? That's supposed to be one level lower. So I'm thinking if I can get enough in, then either during the week or next week, probably next week, no, not next week. Aha! It's going to be a while till the next Caldera stream. Oh well. During the week we will be working on the cavern and trying to finish that off. I had aimed to finish it last week. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, really. Well done, Scots. We got so far with the cavern last week. And we kept adding more to the build. One of my builds suffering from scope creep? That never happens. Wait a minute. Sorry, what's the opposite of that? Always happens. I don't think there's ever been one of my builds that didn't suffer from scope creep. That's better. Right. Aye, laddie. Do you think you might want to change your mind about some of this? Get a big enough scope and you'll never need to creep. I mean, accurate. Minecraft, why are you having fun with that block? That entire... There's a hole in my world if I crouch. Just here, there's a hole in my world if I... Oh no, it's even if I don't crouch. The world, it's a bit holy, and that's not even the areas that I'm leaving holes in. But in response to the scope creep statement, the scope creep in this world is so large that you don't even need the James Webb Space Telescope to spot it. Yeah. It's almost one inventory full of dirt that's disappeared. There, yep. Venus seems an appropriately sized heavenly body to have the right amount of scope creep for this world, yes. The alternative is it's Saturn. I keep running rings around my scope creep. Cookies are so delicious. Unfair, unfair. I want cookies. Where's my bed? I'm going to need that in a minute. I love the way that we've got this tiny section of hyper detailing just in the middle of this enormous area of nothing. If you love your scope, put a ring on it. I'm pretty sure that's that's almost another oh my statement. Let's work our way down this channel first. And the second batch of cookies has a double cookie in it. Yum. We heard you liked cookie, so we added cookie to your cookie. Yay, more motorbike. Excellent. New chess pieces. Excuse me, sir. Hello. My spare boats are downstairs. Excuse me for a second. You stay here. I'm going to go and fetch some boats. Why did I use a firework there? Please ignore the splat. Now I need the firework. Excuse me, sir. Hello. I wish to inquire, how much for your chess pieces? No. I wish to purchase chess pieces from you, sir. Actually, what do you sell? Doesn't matter. You've already given me the chess pieces. I have 2 new chess pieces. Yay! If you'd follow me into this boat, thank you. The price was his life. No. Wow. Thank you. I think that chess piece didn't like me. It just... I'm half expecting this one to manage to yeet me off of the cliff. Excuse me. I'm trying to be your friend. Thank you. What I do need to do is arrange some more dirt so that I can get them over onto the chessboard. Ahem. Ow. So that's a fall and a splat. I'm doing well here. I should eat before I end up dead. That would be bad. Dying whilst attempting to acquire chess pieces. Thank God boats don't give monkeys when you jump off of a building in them. What can I say except mountain? I don't know if this is where you'll be, but congratulations, you've been recruited into the Llamageddon chess piece armada. Which actually makes sense as a chess piece armada, given that they're all in boats. This is going to look so surreal. I will possibly have to be a bit careful in my choice of llama colour as well. It's like which colour llama goes well with which colour wool to become a llama piece. A llama piece. Now there's a phrase. Really amend that version of the splat command to also include the link to the appropriate clip. Let's see. I think I'd like to do that. Llamageddon Chess Armada has begun. Ooh. I have, however, just noticed the time. Which is a shame, because we've made pretty hefty progress this evening. Let's get a few more blocks of dirt into place. Just to make it feel a little bit more complete. I like to make it feel a bit more. No, not that one. Okay, I think that is going to have to be pretty much where we hang up our dirt supply for the evening. Let's finish off this stack. There we are. How is that looking? That is starting to look pretty cool, actually. What does it look like in Pretty's mode? I think you really can see where all of this is going to start coming together now. Let's get my normal account to somewhere safe. Whoops. Let's eat before I run out of food. And before I manage to scrape my face off of something else. Ooh, I know. Before we go into Pretty's mode, let us acquire some hardware. Yeah, you keep spinning there, llama. Whoa. That map just massively updated. I know that it's showing things that won't be visible in the future, but holy heck. I mean, even without chess happening, that map just massively updated. So I will take a picture of that. And then we will close the door on the llama and go and sleep so that we can then go and get some Pretty's o'clock pictures. Oh, that's looking pretty cool. I think once that's all been dirtied up, that's going to look really, really good. And once we gain the rest of this spring, that's going to come nicely through here, along here, and then we can have another waterfall down this area. I need to work out what I'm going to do with these caves. They are not the entrance to the chessboard. I haven't decided where the entrance... Look, I know it's lovely weather out, but do you have to be so noisy with the motorbikes? I need to work out at some point where I'm going to put the entrance to the chessboard. Maybe... Ooh, that would be an interesting one. What if the entrance to the chessboard was behind the waterfall? And brought you out into a balcony. I think Frauke and I just both had the same idea, and everybody's just going, yes. It'll lead us out onto a balcony over the chessboard, which will probably be a good spot for actually being able to watch games. I think that will work quite nicely. That means I have to think about the roof quite carefully, because that's quite a high entrance. But then again, the reason why I dug this cave down so deep was so that I could put quite a high roof onto this, so that it would actually look pretty awesome. And I think once this is fully enclosed, this is going to look absolutely ridiculous. And chat, it's entirely your fault. I hope you're proud of yourselves for the silliness that is going to ensue. Oh, welcome to the rain. This better not be a thunderstorm. Quickly have a look outside. Nope, it's just a normal bout of rain. And no, I don't have a rain command. How does this area look in moody o'clock? It's kind of hard to tell, because at the moment it's just... yeah, it's not easy to tell what this is going to look like without all the dirt in place. But the city always looks good moody. Highly moody, highly city. And with that, I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been a lot of progress on the Caldera. I think, as always, these landscaping Mondays are they're not the most detailed of builds, but they are certainly a heck of a lot of progress and a heck of a lot of fun. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where the goal will be to carry on underground, working on the cavern and the lava punk region. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible soon. Bye-bye.